says unhealed like thinking you've ascended beyond the human experience. Let's talk spiritual bypassing and spiritual ego. Spiritual bypassing operates in hierarchy, where some emotions are better and more enlightened than others. Love, light, full acceptance. And some emotions are low vibe, like sadness, grief, judgment. Ugh. Where messages are more valuable if they come from another dimension or planet or from an ascended master. Because what could a human teach me that is still learning themselves? No matter what happens, you need to stay high vibe. Because if you're drowning, you must have wanted to create that experience for yourself. And whatever you do not judge, unless you're judging yourself for being judgmental. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, we have authentic healing and integration, where you understand and accept yourself and others for having a full spectrum of the human experience. Oftentimes in spiritual spaces, unconditional love is described as bliss, but unconditional means without conditions. You love and accept yourself even when you're judgmental, when you're triggered, when you're low vibe, when you broke your diet, when you drank too much, when that old insecurity came up and you freaked out on someone. All of this overlaps with spiritual ego. Where you fall into spiritual perfectionism, authenticity cannot exist in that environment because you're denying the dark side of the self. And what we're doing is saying, this part of me is not good enough. This part of me is not good enough. This part of me is not good enough. And what's left is better than you. But we all have these gifts. We can all do what I do. I just healed everything, so I can do it now. But at the same time, I want to take a moment to be compassionate for these individuals. Because sometimes people need assistance to get from point A to point B. For example, if someone's going through a depressive episode, antidepressants might be what they need to get through that transition. GLP-1s and Ozempic. That might be what someone needs to get from point A to point B. Now, once they get to point B, if they have implemented lifestyle changes, then they have a better chance of success. And if they haven't, they will revert back. I see spiritual bypassing and spiritual ego kind of as the same thing. Sometimes people need to fake it till they make it because they're not ready to face the self yet. Okay, so I did a whole deep dive on this on my YouTube live stream last night. We got into bypassing, ego, psychosis, discernment, and tied it all in to this Neptune transit. Today, December 10th, Neptune goes direct, planet of dreams, illusions, disillusion, being retrograde in the sign of Pisces. This creates spiritual escapism, savior complex, and on January 26th, it's going to move into Aries. And I believe this is the death of the guru era. No more outsourcing our spirituality. And my prediction is a lot of these channelers are gonna stop talking from other dimensions and start talking as themselves.